Let's go about this. IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast here at Wembley Arena. Joyce being Joyce again tonight.
Yeah, Joyce doing what he does best, eating right hands and then and finishing people off.
I just said this to Shane and Adam. We know he takes shots and we know he dishes it out. No fight is perfect. Should that be celebrated in a way? Because we know every time he gets in the ring and we watch, we're going to be entertained. And let's be honest, that's what we want. We want to be entertained with fans of boxing.
Yeah, I mean, from a coach's perspective, like no, it's not a celebrated thing. But I think one of the attractions of people coming to see Joe fight is that they know he's going to get hit, and everyone's kind of like, when's he going to get hit with a shot that really puts a dent in him? So, you know, from a fan's perspective, it's exciting. From a coach's perspective, not as exciting, and you don't want it to happen, but that's what you're going to get when Joe fights.
What is it going to take to put him over? Is it going to take Wilder to line his head up, him be standing still, and still then Joe would probably just go, eh?
Well, yeah, we'll see. I mean, you know, that we're looking for those fights, so to test against the big boys and the type of guys who can do that. Obviously, like I just said, we don't want that to be the case, and we want Joe to take as little damage as possible. But when you get to that top level, those are the guys who are going to test you. Those are the guys who are going to find the shot that's going to put you over, and so that's when Joe's going to have to be at the top of his game.
Yeah. Do you think Joe could be one of them fighters where when he steps up to that elite level, be it Joshua Fury, Usyk, Wilder, one of those guys, that he will step up the level himself? I think you could kind of see that he didn't respect Hammer as much as he's respected his previous opponents, and if he was in there with an Usyk or Joshua, he perhaps would give him more respect in that sense.
Yeah, and I think, you know, it depends who he's in there with. Like, I think if you're looking at someone like Usyk, then it's a bit of a different prospect to fighting a Joshua, of course. Like, I'm not going to say Joe wouldn't have respect for Usyk. Obviously, he would have respect for him. But it's a different skill set. You know, Joshua is considered a harder puncher. He puts his shots together, and you're going to be a lot more wary of getting hit by Joshua than you are by Usyk. And Joe's faced Usyk already. He knows what his power's like. It's a few years ago. But yeah, I mean, it depends what you look at. It depends what guy you've got in there ahead of you. And like with the Dubois fight, he had to be on his game there. And he still got clipped with shots in there, but he probably took less shots than he's taken against other guys like Takam, like Hammer there, because he knew he couldn't afford to do it against someone like Daniel with that kind of power. So, yeah, like you said, I think when you're looking to step up against opposition, you've got to find that extra level in yourself as well, and I think Joe will do that.
Now we're back to the bit that I know you probably hate, Joe probably hates, the bit that Adam and Shane just probably can't be bothered with at this point, but the bit that us guys kind of love, the gossip. It's kind of going to be that merry-go-round again. We know he's going to have an opponent for September or October, not the big one that he wants, but it's going to be going around again, and it's just who's Joe going to fight, and there's going to be offers and that. And are you guys ready for that kind of situation? Because I know you just want him to get an opponent and fight.
Yeah, of course, and like I don't have to deal with that much, so for me it's fine. Like I just kind of enjoy like being on the other side and reading and seeing it and hearing the talk, so I don't have to worry about it too much. But of course, I mean, look, before this fight, Joe had been out for a year. I think Takam was last July. He broke his wrist in December, so he'd had a while out, and he needed this fight. But he needs like a consistent run of fights now, and you know, ideally, the better opposition that he can get, that's more ideal. If you are looking to have a run or have a fight with one of the top boys, you need to be fighting those guys who are going to push you. And yeah, I mean, obviously the Parker fight's been made a big deal of. It was supposed to happen today. It hasn't happened. If they can get it for the 24th, that would be fantastic. I think that's a great fight for both guys. Number 2, number 3 in the WBC, number 1, number 2 in the WBO, I think. So perfect fight for both guys. A tough fight, a tough test, a former world champion. Whether they can make it happen or not, I don't know. But yeah, we'll just see what the guys can pull out of the bag.
Download the Everlast Fitness app and find your greatness within.